Today, our topic is refuge and bodhicitta. Is always every prayer we have this beginning. Why we have this always in every prayer? Because these two is the most important. Let's say if we have so many things to eat, drink, but still very important to have water. Without water, we cannot even survive. Or similarly, the mainstream for the teachings is this refuge and bodhicitta. Firstly, why is refuge important? The question is, do we have any limitations in any cases? Do we have a physical limitation, mental limitation? Basically, do we know what will happen tomorrow? We never know anything at all, even the next 10 minutes. We have no control. Incredible tsunami or any natural disasters or anything, or personal disasters, we don't have any control and whatsoever. Basically, we all have no security for anything, personal level and nation level and global level. So that is the reason we need a refuge. Doesn't matter this is ancient lifestyle or modern lifestyle. The same, never change. This situation never changes. So definitely is still fitting in this 21st century of the modern world. The other reason, as we discussed many times, the most very important is confidence. Remember? Every single person in this world, you need confidence. Do we have confidence for everything? The answer is no. All our situation we have limited confidence for everybody on these 7 billion people. So we can tell many reasons why we have not enough confidence. We can tell many, many reasons. However, the ultimate reason is we are not knowing, or even we know a little bit intellectually, we have no confidence our absolute reality, what it is. What is our confidence is a Buddha nature. You don't have to think very complicated way. What does it mean, Buddha nature? Means a perfect nature, the ultimate perfect. Even we didn't realize, even we don't have realization of that, but even we just have faith on that, it helps a tremendous benefit for us. Okay. So these two reasons, very simple reasons, we need refuge. Refuge, we can explain in very complicated, or you can say complex, and details we can learn from text. But the most important, simple, the essence. We need to trust someone more wise than us and have more compassion than us. And we need guidance. How simple is that? Doesn't matter is ancient lifestyle or a modern life. Each person in this world, you need guidance. Especially come to the spiritual path. We are much more foolish than for the worldly knowledge or activities. So therefore, no matter how you are powerful, you think, and no matter who you think how you are successful, you think. And no matter how you are, have low self-esteem. Equally, everybody needs the gardens, especially on the spiritual path. So for this reason, we need refuge. Means that. Remember two. One, we have so much fear, unknown things, so we don't have confidence for anything, not enough. Second, we don't know what to do, so we need guidance. So we need trust, basically. Trust is so big a matter in our lives. If this world have much better trust than we have now, our daily life so much easier. Our companies, organizations, business partnership, everything so easier, 1,000 times easier than what we have to do now. If we have enough trust. So I don't want to go details. I hope you all know that. You all get it. So that's why we need someone to trust. If we have somebody better capacity than ourselves, but you can trust 100%, that is incredible treasure. It's something nobody have. You can't buy it. Priceless. Isn't? So when we're talking about the refuge, I think the very simple idea, we should understand this. So who's that? Then we said the Buddha. The Buddha. What do you mean, the Buddha? Isn't there innumerable Buddhas? Why you call it the Buddha? Yes, there's innumerable Buddhas, but what we have the merits is the Buddha, the Siddhartha, Gautama. We have only access the guidance, the teachings, only Siddhartha, Gautama. So that's why we call it the Buddha. Then we say, okay, why we have to put ourselves in situation of the ultimate trust him? Because he is the most wise and compassionate person ever appear in this world. When I say ever appear means doesn't negate it, never had. It doesn't negate all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas never came here. Okay? But not appeared, not more than Buddha Shakyamuni. Just think about that. Even we don't understand the more complex of the Buddha's qualities. But it's just the simple, this so just we cannot do things what Buddha did. That is enough. But if that's not enough, think about his compassion. So I talked yesterday almost whole session, the quality of the compassion. Why is so important? Because this encompasses all the qualities. If even we say simple way, a compassionate person, no possible cheat you. A compassionate person even appears a liar, but not cheating. That means lie for your protection, lie for your guidance. We have to understand the cheating and the lying different. Or you don't call a lie. That's okay. Up to you. If we are logician, and then we spend a lot of time, how is it possible Buddha cheating? How is it possible Buddha to cheat sentient beings? I don't think we find, no matter how good a logician, I don't think we can find it. Anybody cannot find. So that's the alone is enough to trust what he say. But that's the not main reason, okay? But even better reason, if you are enough intelligent, you don't even need to trust. Is everything he says makes sense for you? If something's not really makes sense to you, what Buddha said, that means you need more study or you need more practice. I make simple. What do you mean? You need more study means you need to study accounting or engineer. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying you need to study more about Buddhism. Or you need practice means also simple way. You need practice altruistic mind. Even that's too much for you, just say a basic kindness and less focus oneself and focus others, more focus others. This is everything, captures everything, all the qualities. Then you understand the Buddha's teachings. To understand the Buddha's teachings, either you need knowledge more or you need more merits. It's as simple as that. You need more merit means also you have to think about, it's not that the quantity of what you do. Think about the more quality. People always focus quantity and forgot the quality. Okay? So, that means another way, simplify. At least you have heaven and faith, you have Buddha nature, perfect nature. And externally, you take guidance from the Buddha Shakyamuni. I can guarantee that much more your life better than you don't. I can't guarantee a lot, but that's all I can guarantee. So if that seems not true, yes, then you should approach me. You said that such and such day, but it's not true or proved. You cheated us. So I'm going to sue you. You can say that. No problem. Then if this is too simple for you, then you need study of Buddha's qualities. I'm not going to talk here because many reasons. But the main reason, this is meant to be a basic teaching, so I don't want to confuse people. I don't want to lose, you are lost in details. I want you grab the essence and you taken in and not lost. Essence more better than details. Details help the essence to better understanding or better stabilize it, your understanding. But get the essence far better, far important than anything else. Okay, so if you have some trust of Buddha, then you listen to Buddha, means you study Dharma and you practice Dharma, means be familiar with yourself, with your life, a Dharma. So when we're talking about 3 jewels, you can talk very complicated way, but it's a simple way. You have trust Buddha, so you try to be familiar with the Buddha's teachings. That is the taken refuge, Buddha and Dharma. Then you need role models. If I do this, what will happen? So that's we call Sangha. That's we call extraordinary Sangha. To understand the extraordinary Sangha, you need some knowledge of Dharma, Dharma stories. But also you need some current good Dharma practitioners. They are your role model. A take refuge Sangha means that. You have role models, but also you have companions. Companions means, even is not extraordinary, but there's some people you share the commons of the trust Buddha and follow the Dharma, that kind of friends. This is the Sangha. This is part of the Sangha. So very important to think of when Sangha, you have to think of both extraordinary ones and the ordinary ones. Because these extraordinary ones, someone you look up, and the ordinary ones, you go together, your companion. We need both, because our human nature, you need to share. Something you can share with is much more easier than you do by yourself. Even just exercise. If you are friends together, you do, oh, much easier than you do by yourself. That's human nature. So this taken refugee 3 jewels is not only just fitting in the modern life, but it is fit in a human nature. And you have to understand this. So also you have to understand refugee and 3 jewels, much more security than your insurance. You know, we have a lot of insurance and we make a lot of effort for that. You pay a lot, you work for this a lot. But this insurance is far more better than any insurance. So if you didn't realize that yet, just having faith that. But how you make better refuge? You know, refugee practices or refugee defamiliarization. If you want to make extraordinary, then what do you need? You need a bodhicitta along the refugee. But bodhicitta must need conditions to rise within yourself. That is, we already discussed very details. The loving compassion, remember? Why we talk about the loving compassion a lot? Because your love and compassion becomes not the genetic love and compassion, or we can say biological love and compassion. If we go beyond that, then bodhicitta is very easily turned on, almost like switch on and switch off. That easy. Can you believe that? But we thought you understood what is really love is and compassion is, what kind of qualities are buried in this, and what kind of contaminations usually contaminate them, so people confuse. Without understanding those, no matter how much you study bodhicitta, you debate, no matter how much you intellectually understand it, you never have even a little smell of the bodhicitta. It will becomes no possible. When you study more, you know it more, then it sounds like no possible. Or sometimes it could be, sounds ridiculous, something unrealistic. Something is no more sense, becomes like that too. Maybe 7, 8 years ago, one very big academic Buddhist study person wrote huge article, bodhicitta is meaningless. He wrote many things, but the most bad thing is bodhicitta is just ridiculous, unrealistic. So unfortunately, this monk becomes incredible, famous in Tibetan worlds, not other worlds, because it's too short time, only talking in Tibetan. Why? Because he's saying this something very unusual thing, and nobody really could debate very well. So I try to write answer. Yeah. Anyway, the main point what I'm saying here, bodhicitta, you have a bodhicitta or not, is really not dependent on how much you study intellectually, but more you understand in the quality of love and compassion, and then you practice that, then is bodhicitta is like, oh, turn on lights, that kind of. because you already done all the house, the lots, the switch, everything you done. So, okay, switch on, like that. Why? Because I told you last night, to more deeper understanding the compassion is a courageous nature, braveness. So when you have very brave, extraordinary braveness within your heart, then you're not scared of nothing. So you're not scared liberate all sentient beings. You're not scared that idea. So then you just want to switch on bodhicitta, say, I am going to take responsibility, liberate all sentient beings into Buddhahood, not Arahathood, or not just taking care temporarily, the food and shelter, medicine. It's not that. I just want all sentient beings have the ultimate goodness, or the absolute perfection. But not that just I wish, but I want to take responsibility. That's his bodhicitta, that's it, done. If you understand that, then his bodhicitta is something close to you and very possible within yourself. So after that, you can analyze, oh, what kind of categories of bodhicitta? That's very easy. Usually we say, okay, two categories of bodhicitta. One is a relative bodhicitta and one is the absolute bodhicitta. But this two is, we call deep georgic jiva, which means this two is absolutely two different phenomena. Because the first one, relative bodhicitta, we have so much details on the text. But the absolute bodhicitta You don't need too much talk details. You just say, this is a Buddha nature. Something we already have it. We just need only unveil, not cultivate. But how unveil, we cultivate bodhicitta, a relative bodhicitta. So basically this relative bodhicitta is the way of unveiling your absolute bodhicitta. Okay, so when we're talking about bodhicitta, the relative bodhicitta, you can make many categories, but just a different purpose have different categories or different angles you look at, different aspects. Not something big differences like relative bodhicitta and all the absolute bodhicitta. Not like that. Everything is just different angles and aspects. So please don't lose the details on that. It is important, but not important as understanding the love and compassion properly. Why? Because the love and compassion is so much practical for anybody, any level of your any level of your life, any level of your spiritual status. Okay. So if you want to know a little bit details, I tell you very briefly. The relative bodhicitta, aspiration on bodhicitta, and application bodhicitta. Aspiration bodhicitta you can have without action. You can have aspiration bodhicitta without bodhisattva vows. Bodhisattva, you know, the pledges. Pledges mean vows, same. That means anybody can motivate a bodhicitta way. Even you have 1 second want to be liberate all sentient beings and Buddhahood. That we can call aspiration of bodhicitta. But application of bodhicitta means you not just vision, but you doing something accordingly. Doing something accordingly doesn't mean your body have to do something. Your even the speech, so you want liberate all sentient beings. For this reason, even you speak is become application bodhicitta. And then sometimes maybe confusion for you because bodhisattva vows, they call some of them or vows for aspiration bodhicitta and vows for application this or that. But the aspiration, the vows for aspiration is not really a real vow. It's more like training. Is a training is not like you something signed. So you will get trouble. It's not like that. But when you taken a application bodhisattva vows, that means yes, you promising. But what does help? The both is tremendous help. Why? Because the first one is help you of training. The second one is not training, is not, it doesn't mean not training, but it's more than training. That means you can take bodhisattva vows even you did not have real bodhicitta in your mind. Can you believe that? What that means, I tell you. Real bodhicitta means is naturally come up in your mind voluntarily. No need effort, no need generate. You want to liberate all sentient beings without doubt. No need to generate. More than a wish, okay? Just remember. Taking the responsibility, feeling you feel like taking responsibility. Okay, without this natural coming, when you take in the bodhisattva vows, you generate that motivation, and then you can take the vows. But you will not break vows even you don't have this nature. Unless you don't do the opposite bad thinkings. Until then, you not break. That means bodhisattva vows, everybody should take. No exception. Everybody should try. Why? As long as you can generate that feeling and aspiration to liberate all sentient beings, Buddhahood, if you can do this in a few seconds, then you can receive the vows. You receive the bodhisattva vows, and even you keep 1 minute, even you didn't break 1 minute, is incredible merit. Incredible merit. Then you break it. Yes, break it have bad effect, yes. But this bad effect, and you keep in 1 minute, is million times bigger than the bad effect you break. So that's the reason why anybody not try. This is not I said. This is the conclusion of all the Buddha's teachings. So, what you make break is there's written 18 root downfalls. If you didn't do one of them, you have bodhisattva vows. Even you are not a bodhisattva yet. Okay, what does you break them? Very easy one, I can tell you. If you're angry with somebody, or you are very disappointed with somebody, Then you have come this idea, even I liberate all sentient beings, I'm not going to liberate this person. If that happens in your mind, you break them. But you will not break just angry with the person, this person. Even you beat up this person, still you not break the vow as long as you had not give up, you liberate this being one day. Okay? That's why very, very important, very easy to keep. But even you break, it's not the end of the world. There is flexibility. You can restore again Bodhisattva vows. You can provide what you did bad. If we just dirty our clothes, it's not the end of the world. You can wash and you can iron and looks perfect. You can still wear. It's similar. The only thing you have to be careful, you not think that from the beginning, oh, I will be broke, I will break them, doesn't matter, I can fix. Don't think this way. Always try to have the intention to never break them. If you don't have that genuinely, you just generate that mind for a few seconds at least. Why? Because a few seconds, then you get it. Then you receive. That's why a few seconds is so important. And then if you want more details, if you want to know more details of the bodhicitta, there is 32 categories of bodhicitta. That is only a relative bodhicitta, not the ultimate bodhicitta, okay? Why? What is the 32? But don't worry, is meaning is when you are from childhood, grow a teenager, and then young person, and then middle age, then little old, then very old, more wise. Is that kind of? The 32 is that kind of. This bodhicitta is not one level, and bodhisattva means who possess the bodhicitta, also not one level. In this state, you can think at 32 levels. But you don't stuck on the 32 levels only. There's many levels depending which aspect you look at. All of them not contradiction, just different way of look at, different aspects to look at. So these 32 categories we call Huechok Chum Song Ji, which means is categorized by an example or knowledges, that kind of category. Or bodhicitta, related bodhicitta. That means, if I say very briefly, bodhisattva path, you have accumulation path and preparation path and seeing path and meditative, or you can say familiarization path. Let's say 4, and then the Buddhahood, no more learning path. They're still called path, these 5 paths. Okay, then first part, accumulation part, you can make 3 categories. You call small part, small accumulation part, and medium and greater. I cannot remember 100% sure today, but it doesn't matter, even is wrong, is nothing wrong, just numbers wrong. So I think these 3, you can have 3, so you can have 9 levels of bodhicitta. 3, I have 3 each, then so 9 levels. The first one we call bodhicitta like a ground, like earth. Second one called like a gold. Third one we call like a fire. So we not got to all of them like what, but is like that way. I give you example. Why first one is like gold, like earth? Because earth is the resource, source of everything for us. Similarly, when you have the bodhicitta, this is the source of everything in Mahayana practice. So then second one is like gold. Means gold means is, I think something is more than normal ordinary material. So that means that time your bodhicitta is more stabilized than the first stage. And then third layer of the like fire. You can take more challenges, I think, because you know, like fire, if you anything add on, then fire become a bigger. So like that. So the first one is like source of everything good, but it doesn't mean you never lose them. But second level, more stabilized. The third level is more powerful. So remember, I said, remember bodhicitta, it doesn't have to have, you become a bodhisattva, you don't have to have miracles or anything at all. 1 minute ago, you are ordinary person. But the second, or you can say even few seconds later, you are bodhisattva, because you have the mind, just you decide, take a responsible or sentient beings. So that's easy, that quick. But that doesn't mean you never lose them. It's not impossible you lose if you have challenges. So that's why everything you need a more gradual improvement. So that's why I'm not 100% remember, but let's pretend tonight, say there's none levels in the accumulation part. Then 4 levels and the preparation part. And then 10 levels of the seeing part. because 10 levels means 10 Burmese. 10 bodhisattva levels means 10 Burmese. Start from the seen part, the third part. So this all together, how many? Becomes more than 22 or?
So far, yes. I think yes, we're at 23.
Okay, so that means maybe the body, the Buddha level, yeah. One of Buddha level. Is Tambi Johnson, did there is different way categories is clear in our book? But what I said today is temporary, if not in the book.
I'm not sure, Rinpoche. If it's in the book, it's in volume 2.
Yeah, we have in the book, but I categorized this way or not, I can't remember. Anyway, this is not really important. Basically, the most important is, yes, there is levels. And each level have knowledges. That is important when you have a bodhisattva. Then you realize, oh, okay, this way I need to improve. But until then, it's not that huge important. Okay, so Tambi Johnson maybe can look at that book, and if there is some correction, we can tell that. And now we can start the questions. People, if you have any questions from the today's subject or the other day teachings subject, do you have any questions? Especially if you think something is not fit in modern life, or if you think, oh, this is not Kalachakra, this teachings is not Kalachakra, if you have that kind of question, how does fit in the Kalachakra, then you can question. We clarify those.
Okay, if you have any questions from Rinpoche, like you can add them on Facebook in the comments. You can put them in the question and answer inside of Zoom and also in WeChat. You can add them in your own language and our translators will translate them. We do have the Bodhisattva levels Rinpoche in the book. It is in book 2 for anyone who's interested. And there are 22 levels. The first one had 4 levels. So it's just split up a little differently, but there's the same with the earth and the gold and the fire. So they're in the book.
Yeah.
So we do have a few questions that have come in the past few days related to mantra that would be good to address. So one question that came in was from someone who's unwell. So they're sick and they've heard that saying mantras like, can help eradicate diseases or purify. So they're wondering if they can completely cure their sickness through mantras. And does that mean they shouldn't go to the doctor?
No, because first you should seek a doctor. Why? I tell you why. I have a lot of experience with the Tibetans. So Why you should seek a doctor? Because the doctor can find out all the problems more obvious level than mantra can cure. So that's why so that's why much easier and to first seek doctor. If the doctor have no idea or cannot fix things, then yes, mantra. But that doesn't mean mantra you cannot say it until doctor cannot fix. You can say mantra anytime, any situation. But the most important, don't think mantra can fix everything. That's impossible. Why not possible? I tell you then. Let's say we have to understand, this is very important. We have to understand anything appears in this world involved millions of causes and conditions, not just a few. That I'm not talking about a religious point of view. I'm talking about anybody's point of view, actually. I mean, anybody who can understand the nature. Scientists' point of view, or religion, or philosophy, or whatever. If you analyze it, nothing's just happened from no one, nothing. There's millions of causes and conditions. Millions of causes and conditions we can see, we can analyze, but also trillions of causes and conditions we cannot analyze. Therefore, this situation is only mantra is missing, or many other causes and conditions missing to fix. If only mantra is missing, anything else, let's say mantra is not one condition, okay? Mantra can fix 1 million causes and conditions. Any other trillions of causes and conditions already okay, only missing the million part of the mantra, then yes, you can fix with mantra. But if there is other trillions of causes and conditions missing, then you cannot fix it by just mantra. So this is very, very logical. Nobody can defeat this. Only a small-minded people just don't understand, expecting something, how you say, unrealistic expectations. The only problem. Having said that, also how powerful this mantra, also not the same for everybody. It depends who presented this mantra, and who receiving this mantra. How strong they believe and how powerful their intentions and motivation. I mean, how powerful means like bodhicitta. Or you just say, oh, I say this mantra for my friends, really fix the problem. But you wish fix the problem, but not very strong wish. If you could lose your $100,000 to fix your friend's problem, then you know. Whatever. Depend how your motivation strong and how your belief strong. But not only presenting who's given this, not only you are powerful, but who's a receiver. Receiver even more important than who presented. Okay? Why like that? Because remember we studied earlier, everything mind made it. All these strong, huge mountains and grand and ocean, everything is in our mind made it. Remember? And then subtle things, of course, your mind makes the differences. Even modern current scientists, they find somebody think or not think the atom make huge differences. Remember? This all is indication. Okay? But why I say you first seek a doctor? Why? Because very easier to believe is you don't even have to believe. If doctors something can see it, if it's that obvious level. But mantra is still helps. So that's why you can do any time, any situation mantra, but not expect this is the only cause and condition missing. Yeah.
So continuing with questions about the power of mantra, in the someone had asked previously about a video, and they went back and we did look at the part in the video. And you did say that everything can be solved eventually through the Kalachakra mantra. So this person's wondering if that means that all other mantras, like all the powers of all other mantras, are inside the Kalachakra mantra. So does the Kalachakra mantra remove obstacles and cure illness and bring all the attainments? Does it do everything that every other mantra does all in one?
That means Kalachakra mantra, we have ancient presentation and explanation to fix everything. We have that, and other mantras, we don't have that. Only are talking about that level, but I'm not talking about mantra fix everything. You don't need any other cause and conditions. That's I'm not saying. That's very big differences. Okay, I repeat the Kalachakra mantra, the monogram, the explanations. They said it very clearly, oh, this part is an antidote for this part is antidote for this. Seems like all problems have everything antidote in there. But other mantras, I never seen like that. But maybe if I didn't see if there is exist, then it's a different story. But I didn't see, I didn't hear, and nobody told me, nobody sentenced, because Tibetan is a small world, so we know each other's knowledge mostly, especially myself. How to say, the life is dedicated on that. So if there's something commonly known, I know, but I never heard this other mantras as much as that Kalachakra mantra said distance. And not only just said it in the text, but also heard many people's experience. But that doesn't mean other trillions of cause and condition not exist, okay? Yeah. But I think depending how much you understand the deep Kalachakra, because if it's deep, then Kalachakra is the whole universe, so you know. So maybe there is a way possible, but that's not the case for everybody or within any capacity, cannot be that.
So you talked about refuge today. So when I'm practicing the Nondro and reciting the refuge prayer for accumulations, do I need to recite the long prayer or the short prayer?
Traditionally, long prayer first and short prayer repeat. Yeah, but that is not the most important. The most important, how you understand clearly and how become familiar with yourself. Yeah, and how stabilize then. Distance, the most should be focused. That's why I'm saying, remember many times, the quality, not the quantity. But if you can build the quality through the quantity, then it's okay.
The next question is to clarifying practicing Kalachakra with another practice. So I've been involved with the teachings of Amitabha Pure Land. Now I am trying to do the Kalachakra practice. I'm confused. What do I do in the Bardo? Because there's visualizations of different scenarios, and will this create some conflict or problem?
Yeah. If you satisfy a simple practice and most percentage just believe and no need to make sense in your mind, just believe, then it's Amitabha. And if you want to know more and more knowledge and make sense in your mind logically and scientifically, and yeah, it's not just blindly believe, but it's just, if you want those things, then you focus on Kalachakra.
So what if they're trying to do both, Rinpoche, or should they just do one?
Yeah, if you do both, probably not, they don't, how to say, against anything at all. And because Amitabha is a part of the Kalachakra mandala.
So someone is asking where they can find the information on the Bodhisattva stages that you pointed out. So I'll just
All of them, yeah. All of them in the book 2, right?
Yes, they're all in book 2 of Unveiling Your Sacred Truth. They're in the Generating Bodhicitta chapter, which is different titles, different language.
Yes, not only just stages, but also how you practice and how, if you are failed, how you repeat, restore, everything.
So, Rinpoche, how do we purify our dualistic view through Kalachakra?
Every day, remember scientific explanation or color and shape, smell and sound, everything is our mind made up, is not real. That's not just scientists said it, and they just using these methods. We are using every day, phone and television, everything. So you try to understand this, or everything is mind made up. Then you understand this very well. Then you think about, what about the mind? Then you can't find that in the science. You have to read Buddhism. And then you can analyze the same way, almost same way.
Rinpoche, there's still confusion for the question related to Amitabha, Pure Land, and Kalachakra. This person is worried. What do they do if they're dying right now? Do they try to visualize both things or one thing, or what do they do? Will it be dangerous for them if they're visualizing?
Okay, this person is, if you really worry about that, you should come next retreat. So this is not just a piece of advice. It is the 4 teachings, what to do with our life and the death, and how we make death as a turn opportunity rather than something we are scared of and confused about. So that is my answer. And yeah, so a short answer, what are we going to do if I die now? Depend who you are, where you at. But it's just simple answer is suitable for everybody. Probably I say, don't scare of death. Think about, every day we go sleep and wake up is a small death. And you just, a little bit bigger than that you're doing. So the most important, you are relaxed and you not scared of the unknown. Try to think every day you sleep and come back, which means unconscious and conscious. try to treat like that way. But I think you need to learn more this through retreat. I think anybody need this retreat unless you have 100% sure what are you going to do when if death happens now or tomorrow.
Okay, Rinpoche, we'll do one more question. So how do you achieve stability in your practice and your mind? Stability feels really difficult in an unstable and constantly changing world. Where does this stability come from?
Okay, this instability come from is, firstly, you're not trained as stability. Secondly, you focus too much on external world. So stability is the opposite. Firstly, you not focus on the external world. It doesn't matter what world happening. If you are not in that connect, karma, you will not happen that experience. For instance, coronavirus, okay, so big and everywhere, almost much worse than right now if it happens. You know, almost everyone get it, but still you wouldn't get it if you have the not karma. So it's kind of pointless to worry external things. More inner focus, you know. So seems difficult to achieve this because you didn't train. Two things I said, you didn't train inner. And the first thing you, not just you, I'm talking about the person, majority of people focus too much external. Remember, external things, even science realize is illusion. And our brain made of everything. So similar. So we need focus in focus, not out.